As a Christian, I'm just as interested as a non-Christian, as a naturalist thinker or scientist. I'm just as interested as these people in how can we build a cell? How was it perhaps formed when life began on Earth? How could this have happened? I'm just as interested. So as Christians, we are not science stoppers. It's just that when it comes to the topic of the origin of cells, we are convinced that our research has shown us, the research of the past decades, that a first cell can only be formed if there is a plan and a purpose, an intention. Without that, but then scientific research has shown us we can build at least the basic components of a cell. And to do that, we have to really use planning and our brain, and we need to have an intention to do that. It doesn't happen just by itself. But that is not a science stopper. It is something we found out by investigating how do cells work. So sometimes people argue like you are just underscoring all the difficulties because you don't really want to find out. You're just stopping, you're not helping us in trying to find out how a cell could be formed. That's not true. We think we've found out a lot of chemical detail, a lot of biochemical detail. All of this is highly interesting and we should continue with this research. But if we continue leaving out what we have discovered, namely it needs planning and intention, then of course, why should we leave out what we have found through thinking about it, through looking at the results, the successes and failures of what we did. So as a Christian, when I look at how a first cell could be formed, I'm convinced that it needs planning and intention. I can't find God himself through this research. We need another source of knowledge to actually relate to God, as I believe in a personal God, so I think I can relate to him, but I don't relate to God through science. For that, I need the Bible, I need Jesus, and I love to do science.